So, in a way, this is the easiest apocalypse in history, because I think for a lot of people it does feel apocalyptic. Because almost everyone's still alive, there's still food delivery, online gaming is still intact, and you can still call up women and call them beautiful using apps, etc. You can listen to The Doors, which I've been doing quite a bit. You can fuck girls who have showered, you can even shower yourself, and you can take medication and you can call the police. But there is a pressure rising. It's like we're engaged in a forced march up some steep incline, but we haven't gotten too far yet, and we can still turn our necks, and we don't even have to strain to still see the ground, the painted rooftops, and the streets of the city below. Our old lives. If we look up, though, we're met with one hell of a mountain. One that's covered completely in an opaque fog. We don't see how high it goes. However, we know that should we continue upwards, the air will start to thin, and in fact, this has already started. There's a certain hysterical quality to a lot of interactions these days. People's speech is clipped or expelled too quickly. We're sweatier than usual. I can admit, for myself at least, that I'm a little giddy, and all of us, I think, have a pit in our stomach from nervous anticipation of unknown heights. And to stick with this for a second, I'm not much of a mountaineer. I've never scaled any heights like this before, because this is different than drugs or getting in trouble or girls crying, anything like that. It's different than having sheer terror at possible consequences. Those are the things that I'm used to. This is the first thing that all of us have really faced together. We can't try to ignore it. In the weeks and the months after this, you are going to witness amazing things and things that make you want to puke. You might know tremendous loss and sorrow or lightheaded ecstasy and new kinds of love. Or it might just be a giant pain in the ass. I don't know. I do know that history is happening. And I do know that our whole lives, every second, have led to this moment, which is true whether we want it to be or not. For me, I know that my years spent in institutions, in cages, in rooms that sort of mimic cages, all that has led to this. And thankfully, I'm a little prepared. But I'll freely admit that I've suffered a lot, and I don't really understand until now the cause of a lot of that suffering. I think I do at this point, because it was preparing me for this. And if you look at your own life that way, you can see that like all the bullshit that you've been through, loneliness, sadness, all that stuff, that should be helping to prepare you for what you're about to face. But more than that, I understand that it's possible to live under any condition, and the only thing that makes it easier is to look the moment in the eyes.